Okay, this is Mike Soares of SoaresyTenorGuitars. We've been custom building tenor guitars since 1992. This is our Telecaster model. It's in a seafoam green, maple body, maple neck, no graphs on the neck. We make our guitars in limited batches. In this case, we only made 6 guitars. That's to keep our production down, our costs down. We make 6 bodies at one time, 6 necks at one time. We order all the parts in lots of 6, and that's how we keep our costs down. This is one of only 3 made in the seafoam green. We made the other 3 in a ivory finish. And a lot of people were asking for sound bites. I was never a big person on sound bites because you never know what they're using to get the sound. If you look at a lot of videos, you see they got these big enormous amps, all these effects hooked up to it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give you the raw sound. This is using a 10-watt SX amplifier. It's just a straight amplifier, no reverb, no fancy stuff on it, anything like that. So let's go this with the setup with a humbucker and a standard single coil. That's with your 2 pickups. This is with your humbucker on the top. You see the guitar has great sustain. Then going down to the single coil. Much brighter tone, a nice and clean tone. Now let's go and turn our treble up on the single coil. Get a nice crisp telly sound out of that with both pickups. Still bright, but not as bright with just the single. And then with just the humbucker, again with treble all the way up. And that's basically the tone. I'm going to play it a little bit. I'm a left-handed player. This is a right-handed guitar, but just to give you an idea of something what it sounds like. Now let's go with the bass again on the humbucker. Again, a lot of people ask for those bites. I don't think they do too much, but this is, again, let me shoot up to the amp here. There's our amp. And what we're going to do is show you that it's just right straight off a simple amp. Okay, let's go and talk about the guitar itself a little bit. We use larger strap holders so they don't slide off as easily. We use a jack plate, eyelet style. We don't like to use the regular telly style because they're harder to work on if you ever have to redo your jack or work on your jack. We like this style better. You just unscrew it, pull it out, tighten up the nut if you need to. One of the most important things that nobody ever asks about is your bridge. On this here, this is a 4-saddle bridge. It's a roller bridge. It's adjustable up and down like a standard telly bridge. You can also adjust them in and out for intonation. Now the thing on this bridge here is this is an 11mm bridge, which is back loaded. It's not a through body. You can go through body if you wanted to, but this is back loaded. 11mm spacing between your strings. Most of these are made for cigar box guitars, and they're only 9mm wide, so they're much thinner. Okay, what we have on here is, as you can see from the body, this is made as a tenor body. It's made from scratch. We make them here in the shop. Okay, and some people make a comment about it. Just want to tell you, there's a little tiny space in between the neck and the neck pocket. We make the neck pocket 1 millimeter wider than the neck itself. That allows us to move the neck a little bit to line it up with the bridge and down the center of the body. It also prevents any cracks along the side here. If the neck is too tight or too snug, changing climate or temperature, you can get a crack here. You'll see a lot of teles where this is cut away on a full 6-string and they have that little crack down here because the neck is too snug or the neck got bumped. Again, we got the large strap holder here. This is a rosewood fingerboard. You have your proper dot at the 10th fret. Okay, this is a 22-inch scale tenor. Most tenors are 23. We make it 22 because people tend to play harder on an electric than they do on an acoustic. And this is so you don't pop your A string all the time, which is well known for tenor guitars, popping the A string. This is a bone nut that we hand fit. This is our neck head. You can see here, this is not one of our conversion jobs where we take a 6-string and plug the 2 holes. This is actually made as a tenor neck to a truss rod at the head. And what we do here is we use a mandolin tuner that we set up as a 4-in-line. And you can also see in the back, this is a nice V-back. And we have a proper size joint plate. This is a bolt-on neck. And this is a slab body, which we've done in an abalone trim around the back and around the top. Okay, and the spacing at the nut is 1 1/4 total on the nut with 9 millimeter spacing. This is not one of those tenors that has a full width neck on the bottom and they use a bass bridge. The strings are, to me, they're too far apart. I don't know what they were thinking about, but this is a nice player. It's got a great tone, plays nice action. If I can find my quarter, I put it somewhere. We like to set up our guitars. A standard tenor is usually 1/8 inch at the 12th fret. We set this a little lower, between a 16th and an 1/8. It's the thickness of a US quarter. Again, this is Mike Soares at SoaresyTenorGuitars. Thank you.